Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another very special Out of the Fast Lane. I am your host, Brady Hauser. We are here with another round of the Trivia Tournament. Today, in this round, we're going to have Kevin Chafee, which is right here. There's Kevin. And then we got the Eastern States Sportsman Champion, Tanner Van Doren, right here. The star that's making his name for himself in the sportsman division, and he is here with us tonight. And then we got Kevin Chafee, who runs at Fonda Speedway weekly. So we are going to get them guys on. We're going to get this trivia round started. All right, so we are live on my YouTube channel. We're not live on YouTube, but we're pre-recorded. That's how we're doing it. So here's what we're going to do. So we got three topics. We got Disney, we got music, or we got NASCAR. We're going to have Kevin and Tanner face off in a rock, paper, scissors. So both of you guys put your hands up so I can make sure it's not cheated. And we're going to get this ready. Alright. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Tanner, what do you got? Scissors. Alright, so we're going to do it again. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Wait a second, Tanner. You gotta have your hand in front of the camera. I'm gonna have to ask you to redo that again. Tanner, you gotta have your hand in front of the camera because it looks like you kind of changed it. All right. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Okay, he landed on paper. You landed on scissors. So Kevin, you are the winner. You get to pick the topic that we're doing. So we got music, Disney, or NASCAR. Which one do you want to choose?
NASCAR.
Okay. NASCAR it is. All right. Pull it up. We are using Kahoot.it for anybody that's watching at home. Alright. So here's the first question. Well, first question. So for everybody at home, Kevin Chafee, and then Tanner Van Doren. Alright, so here we go. Who has 7 NASCAR championships? A. Daniel Suarez, B. Richard Petty, C. Dale Sr., or D. Jimmy Johnson?
B, C, and D.
Yeah, take a guess.
D.
Okay, so you both are going to get credited with 1 point because there is 3 answers in that one, which is actually pretty cool. It's going to be Richard Petty, Dale Sr., and Jimmy Johnson that all have 7-time champs. So you both are going to get a point. It's going to be Tanner 1 and Kevin 1. Okay, next question. Which track has 3 different turns and 3 different degree bankings? A. Chicagoland, B. Indianapolis, C. Talladega, or D. Pocono?
Pocono.
Ah, alright, so, Kevin?
Pocono.
Okay, so you're both going to get credited with a point. Wow, this is gonna be a good battle already, I can tell. Okay. Okay. Next round. Oh boy, this is a little weird topic to be talking about. What year was Dale Sr. in a wreck that ended up unfortunately killing him? A. 2000, B. 2001, C. 1996, or D. 2020?
2001. Yeah, 2001.
Okay. Okay, we're tied. Alright, since we guys, now we're gonna have whoever says it first is gonna get the point now. For the first 3 questions, I let that slide. But now whoever says it first gets the point. Because if you guys both say the same answer, I'll give whoever gets it first. So, what year did Richard Petty win his 7th and final championship? A. 1994, B. 1999, C. 2002, or D. 2001?
1999. 94.
Okay, so Kevin, you are going to be credited with a point there. It was 1994. Alright. What series did Daniel Suarez race before the Cup Series? So this guy's the guy that created this Kahoot is obviously a Daniel Suarez fan. So what series did Daniel Suarez race before the Cup Series? A. Truck Series, B. Xfinity Series, C. ARCA Series, or D. Mexico Racing Series?
Mexico. Yeah, Mexico.
Okay, so you unfortunately are both wrong. It's Xfinity Series. He actually won a championship. The year before he got, because Carl Edwards unfortunately retired, and then they said they put Daniel Suarez in the car. Daniel Suarez is still racing Cup Series, but It's not that's not an easy topic because not everybody knows who he is much anymore. But what track did Dale Sr. say there's no victory so sweet, so memorable than whipping at A, Daytona, or I mean more memorable than winning at A, Daytona, B, Talladega, C, Darlington, or D, Pocono? What?
Daytona.
Okay, so Daytona.
Brady, can you repeat the question? It's hard to hear you.
Yeah. What track did Dale Sr. say there is no victory so sweet, so memorable than winning at A, Daytona, B, Talladega, C, Darlington, or D, Pocono?
Pocono. Daytona, yeah.
Okay, so you're both wrong. It's going to be Darlington Raceway, which Darlington, they actually didn't even really start until probably about 1997 or whatever. Darlington didn't really get introduced right away. But, alright, this one, Tanner, is your dad around by any chance? This one might be tough. You could just take a guess. When was the first introduction of the Hall of Fame? 2001, 2003, 2005, or 2010?
2001.
2005.
Okay, so you are going to be both wrong there. It is going to be 2010 the Hall of Fame was first introduced. Okay, so what... Okay, question number 9. What driver said if you leave Darlington without a scratch, you didn't race hard enough? A, Darrell Waltrip, B, Dale Sr., C, Jimmy Johnson, or D, Stuart Friesen. Now, reminder, there is two drivers there's two answers that are correct, so...
B. Yeah, B.
Okay, so you both are going to say Dale Sr., and that is going to be correct. So Tanner's going to get a point. Kevin is up by 1 point right now. Tanner, you can always win back. Wow. Okay. In 2010, which driver drove the 20 Home Depot Toyota Camry? A, Joey Logano. What?
Tony Stewart.
Oh. Well, I didn't even finish the options, but A, it's Joey Logano. B, Tony Stewart. C, Jamie McMurray. And D, Daniel Suarez.
Tony Stewart, isn't it?
Actually, it's gonna be Joey Logano. If you guys follow NASCAR, you will know that Joey Logano flipped it over.
Yeah, you ran that in his rookie season.
Yeah, he flipped it over.
Yeah.
All right, at question 20, which is 10 away, we're gonna do a little. We'll do a little intermission. I'll talk to you guys about some other stuff. Okay. Who drove the 16 Ford Fusion with Matt Kenseth and Ricky Stenhouse Jr.? A, Greg Biffle, B, Carl Edwards, C, Martin Truex, or D, Stuart Friesen?
Greg Biffle.
B.
D. Okay. So, Kevin Chafee, you are correct. It is going to be A, Greg Biffle. So, the score is 6-4. Tanner, you can definitely win this back. It ain't over yet. Okay. Tanner, this one you might be able to get right. Which track is nicknamed the Paperclip? A, Martinsville, B, New Hampshire, C, Dover, or D, Homestead, Miami?
A.
Okay, so Tanner, well, you both said the same answer correct, but Tanner said it first, so Tanner, you're going to get credited with the point. You both are correct. Kevin, you are up by 1 now. And we are going to move on to the next question. Okay. That one, I don't think you guys either are going to know. Yeah. Okay, who was Kyle Larson's road model? Oh boy, this is interesting. Dale Sr., Martin Truex, Darrell Waltrip, or Jeff Gordon?
Jeff Gordon.
Wow, Tanner. Tanner gets it. Tanner said it just before Kevin did. You guys are both correct. So Tanner is gonna get credit with the point there. And we are at question 15. What racer will everyone remember when he retires this year? A, Dale Jr., B, Clint Boyer, C, Eric Jones, or D, Jimmy Johnson?
Clint Boyer.
Jimmy Johnson. Jimmy Johnson.
The answer is actually going to be Jimmy Johnson, so Tanner just took the lead right back. And for everybody at home can see that it is Jimmy Johnson, so for everybody at home you can see that it's not rigged. I'm not trying to let Tanner win just so Kevin doesn't think, oh, I'm letting Tanner win. I am not. Okay. So what is Kyle Busch's main sponsor? A. Snickers, B. Hershey's, C. M&M's, or D. Skittles?
M&M's.
Kevin, you are going to be credited with the point. It is M&M's. And we are now tied on question number 17. It's 7-7. All right.
But he said Skittles, but okay.
Skittles is like his second primary. M&M's is usually, I don't have it with me. M&M's is his main.
Yeah.
Okay. In this series, how many wins does Martin Truex have so far? 5, 10, 6, or 9? But this is an old quiz, but it's 6. So Kevin's gonna be credited with a point. I think this is a little bit older of a quiz because that questions. He's got more wins than that. Kevin, you will get the point there. Okay. In the Xfinity Series, who won at Homestead, Miami in 2016? Tanner, just take a guess. A. Daniel Suarez, B. Eric Jones, C. William Byron, or D. Ryan Reed?
William Byron.
What's his name? Suarez.
Okay, hold on. My dad's... Okay. Dad's talking to me. Okay. So Tanner, you're going to be credited with the point. It is Daniel Suarez. Daniel Suarez won the championship in 2016, if I am correct. No, actually, Eric Jones won the championship 2016. It was Daniel's rookie year. And then he won 2017 and got moved to 2018 into the Cup. Okay, question 20. What racing teams, hence the word teams, have the most career wins? Joe Gibbs, Hendrick Motorsports, Richard Childress, or Penske?
Penske and Joe Gibbs.
So Tanner, I'm going to give you 1 point. And Kevin, what did you say?
I said Childress.
Okay, so Tanner, you're going to get the point because Joe Gibbs is one of them. And Hendrick Motorsports is actually going to be the other one. Richard Childress is third, and then Penske is going to be fourth. So Tanner is going to get a point there. Okay, so we're on question 20. So like I said, I'll do a quick little intermission for this, just so you guys can talk. So Tanner, 12 years old, and you went and won Eastern States. What was going through your mind when you won Eastern States?
I don't know. I think about this one. I was just hoping that I made weight because we need fuel to make weight because that car is real light.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't have enough weight on it.
Mm-hmm. So at 12 years old, what's that mean for you, at someone for your age, to be considered one of the best sportsman drivers out there right now? No offense to you, Kevin.
I mean, doesn't really mean anything to me, at least. Because I'm still going out there and I still have to race against everybody else.
Mm-hmm. So last night it was Delaware, and you actually got to take a little swim last night. I know I'm not trying to be rude to you, but what happened last night?
I hit the hole and it felt like the car like popped a wheelie. It had it saved, and then there was water back there.
So Kevin, I don't know if you know, but last night Tanner ran Delaware for Short Track Super Series, and he lost control of the car, like he said, and he went right off the bank of the track and went right into a pond, and all you could see was just a big splash of water when it came up. You were? Okay.
I ran into a header. There was a header like literally stuck in my bumper.
Ouch.
They pulled it out. Like, what is that doing back there? I don't know. There was all kinds of stuff back there.
Sorry.
I got the truck stuff pulling me out.
It took him a minute. It took the guy a minute to get to you. He was like reaching. He was like trying not to step in the water. He's like, I don't want to. He's like reaching over to try to tie the thing up. Yeah, that was a wild event. That's probably wild for you and wild watching on TV. So Kevin, you were running Fonda this year. Was that your first time at Fonda this year?
Yeah, I had run a couple of races there previous, but that was my first time running, I guess weekly.
So what was it like for you getting to experience that racetrack weekly, and then looking into next year, coming back for if you're coming back next season? But I'm sure you're coming back for the Firecracker. what's that do for you as a driver going into next season with the momentum, knowing like for like drivers like Tanner that have never been to the racetrack, but for you to know like somebody that's been to the racetrack, what's that do for you as a driver, having like a little bit more experience, like a little bit more mindset on what the track's like?
I don't know. I think sometimes when you're younger, it actually gives you an advantage because you know, I'm sure Tanner's got a lot less fear than I do. You know, sometimes I think that plays a factor into either going to a new racetrack or just going to a track in general.
Mm-hmm. So Kevin, for people at home that may not know of like what got you started in the racing?
All my family members have raced. I had neighbors. I grew up in a town where like every other house had a race car in the garage. So it's just something I've been around my whole life.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so we're gonna do a little score update. Tanner, you have 9 points, and Kevin, you have 8. Let's go on to the next questions. Thanks for talking about that a little bit. How many wins does Danica Patrick have? A 0, B 5, C 8. I'm just gonna give you both a point. You both know what it is. I think she did a lot more, you know, having the car a little bit more. Her car is probably, the pen's like this, she's probably more like this, like facing up, like she's sideways most of the time. What is the nickname for Darlington Speedway? A, the Lady in Red, B, the Lady in Black, C, the Brickyard, or D, Thunder Valley?
Brickyard?
I think it's what were the first two again?
The Lady in Red or the Lady in Black?
The Lady in Black.
Okay, so Kevin, you got it right. So we're now going to be tied. Tanner, the Brickyard is actually Indianapolis Motor Speedway, which is the Indy 500 track. The reason it's called the Brickyard is the checkered flag, the line, the finish line is made of bricks. So, okay. So we are now tied at 10. This is a good game. Okay. True or false? Thunder Valley is Bristol Motor Speedway.
False.
Yes.
It is actually true. So you both are gonna be not. So that's both. You both got that wrong. So it is true. Bristol Motor Speedway is called Thunder Valley.
I said yes.
Oh.
Yeah, he said yes.
Okay. So then Tanner. Okay. So then Tanner. Sorry, I couldn't hardly hear you. Okay. True. So Tanner, you're gonna get credit with a point. It is now 11-10, which is the score. We're gonna do about 10 more questions, and then if it's tied, then we'll go into some bonus rounds. But what is the biggest sponsor for Jimmy Johnson? A, Lowe's, C, Ally, D, Aris Network, or hold on, I messed that up. A, Lowe's, B, Cobalt, C, Ally, or D, Chevy?
Lowe's.
Ally.
So Tanner actually got that right, but I'm gonna give you both a point on that one because Jimmy Johnson ran Lowe's pretty much all of his career, and then now he's running Ally because Lowe's unfortunately left with him, and now so I'm gonna give you both a point on that one. Okay, so it's 12-11. We're gonna do about 10 more questions. Okay, what is the nickname for Pocono? A, the Magic Mile. You hear me, Tanner?
I can't hear you.
You can't? Alright. What is the nickname for Pocono? A, the Magic Mile. D, the Great American Race. C, the Tricky Triangle. Or D, the Monster Mile?
My baby cousin's yelling at me right now. Hang on. Let me move into this room. So she's not yelling at me.
You were all set?
Okay, that should be good now.
Okay. So what is the nickname for Pocono? A, the Magic Mile. B, the Great American Race. C, the Tricky Triangle. Or D, the Monster Mile?
Tricky Triangle.
Is that what you said too, Kevin?
Yeah.
Okay. So Tanner, you said it first. So Tanner, you are going to get the point there. It is now 13-11. And we're going to do 5 more questions. I got 5 more. What is Watkins Glen Raceway? Oval or road course?
Of course.
Okay, so Kevin, you are going to get a point because you said it first. That's a pretty easy question for both of you. Where is the Monster Mile located? Delaware, Massachusetts, Maryland, or New
Delaware.
England?
No, Maryland. And let me think about this.
It's Delaware.
Maryland.
Okay, so Kevin, you are now it's actually tied. Kevin, you got that right. It's Delaware, so it's tied at 13. And we're gonna do two more. We're gonna have 3 more questions, and whoever wins will be the winner. Okay. What flag means that there is a car faster behind you to let them pass? A, the red flag. B, the yellow flag. C, the blue flag with a yellow stripe, or D, green, white checkers.
See, I was going to wait until the end of
Okay, so Kevin is taking the lead.
Gotta cheat a little bit.
I was going to wait, but...
Kevin is taking the lead. We have 2 more questions left. Tanner, you can still pull it off. Okay. What does the pace car do in a race? A, line the cars up, or D, take the cars to the road?
Pace of cars.
Okay. So Tanner, you got that right. So we are tied at 14. Okay. So this next question is for all the marbles. Whoever gets it right first is the winner. Okay. In a recent Kansas race, who crashed into Joey Logano and Danica Patrick in turn 1? Eric Almirola, Kyle Busch, Joey Logano, or Danica Patrick?
Patrick.
So actually the answer is Eric Almirola, so we're gonna move on to we'll go on to another question. Okay. This one's gonna be a dirt one. Alright. Who won the Short Track Super Series South Region Sportsman Championship? A, Tanner Van Doren, B, Tim Hartman Jr., C, Scott Hitchens, or D, Andrew Buff? Man, you both said it too. I don't want to... Okay. Alright, so, by unanimous... Sorry, Kevin, I hate to say it, but you just lost to a 12-year-old. Tanner, congratulations. You moved on to the next round.
What would that be?
Thank you. What? When would that be? I'll let your dad know.
Okay.
I got a lot more rounds to do before that. Congratulations to Tanner. Kevin, thank you so much for taking part. I hope you had some fun. I hope we both had some fun. Tanner, I'll let you, like I